Hey everybody, and welcome back to Midtown, USA. It is day 11. We are now in late spring, and as you can see, we have increased our bank account quite a bit since we were last together. That is all a result of clearing out some of our hay, unused hay that we had lying around, and selling it for compost, or making it into compost, and then selling the compost. So we're coming over here to the store today to pick up one of our new trailer. Got a new pull-behind flatbed here that we're going to use. First off, we're going to use it to sell some wool. We've got a very good price up at the wool buy place, and they're wanting about $5,000 per 1,000 units of wool. And we've got several pallets saved up. That's a pretty darn good price. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can't take advantage of that. And while I've got you here, I wanted to show you some additions to the farm. Best we should stop, huh? Put a couple information boards in that were on order for quite a while. And finally they came in and we got them installed. Just the other day. So go ahead and show those to you. Pull on in here and we'll just park the trailer in this general area. Let's take a look. Yep, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and check out this information board. So we've got our farm tech, our tech farm information board here. Where we've got ourselves wheat, barley, canola, corn, sunflower, and soybeans. See our quantity and our fill levels. And then over here, we've also got an information board up here for our hayloft. We got put in. So we got straw, hay, and grass, and that'll tell us what our fill level is with respect to our hayloft. So for now, we got rain coming in, so I really don't want to get too much into the field work. See, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 full pallets, and 1 pallet that's about 3/4 of the way full. We want to go ahead and see if we can't take advantage of the sale here. That should be 10. That should be about $55,000 if we can get all this wool sold. Okay. And we got the other reason we picked up the little trailer here is that we're going to use this. Oh no. Need to remember not to use the mouse when we are close to that door. So the other reason we're going to use this trailer here is there are times when, for example, I wanted to take the telehandler down to the compost master, and we drove it down there instead of got that. Slide off for me. Where we had to drive the compost master down there because the only trailer that we had was our big gooseneck. So this little trailer will be quite advantageous to allow us to transport just small equipment or smaller equipment without having to employ the really big gooseneck. There we go. And we're going to go check and see if we can't maybe buy a couple fields today to expand our field operations. I know a lot of the fields that we were looking at have wheat in them right now, which will be quite advantageous because we can obviously get the grain off of the field. We can also get the straw off the field, and we can use the straw to make hay pellets or straw pellets. Get ourselves a stuck pallet here. Alright, well, I'll be back with you once I get this thing unstuckified. Alright, we got that finally freed up. Didn't take too terrible long. Can't get our other bales in here a little bit quicker. You can see we've done a fair bit of work in clearing out our hay bales. We've got I think 5 stacks of 4 there in 2 rows, right? We got one. Yep, we got 6 stacks of 4. So we got 12 stacks of 4 because we got 2 rows deep, and then we got 1 extra bale. That will definitely hold us over until we get ourselves a hay harvest. Want to get the corn planted before we get into our hay. But we also need to get into the hay before the end of spring because I anticipate early summer to be quite busy with wheat. So, want to get all of the grass taken care of. First cut off the grass as best we can, well before we need to worry about our wheat and straw collection. Another. So this particular bale trailer just showed up in the mod hub just the other week, and it's a nice little bale trailer, or nice little trailer in general. I mean, you can put bales on it, you can put equipment on it, whatever you want with it. Last year we used a different trailer to transport our wool, but I thought this trailer fit the map a little bit better than the other trailer did. We went ahead and sold that one off and picked this one up instead. Alright, let me show you how I kind of got the other bale of wheat, or not wheat, of wool freed up. Over here, and I hooked it on the door, and I just kind of pulled the forks out. And for all intents and purposes, that pallet should not be hanging there like that. But we've got Farm Sim Physics to work with, so that's what we get. All right. So that only took like 2 game hours to do. To put 5 pallets on our trailer. Let's go ahead and strap it down here. I think 2 straps will be more than enough to hold each pallet down. Alright, so let's get this up to our wool sell point. Go ahead and zoom out and see our new trailer in action here. Looks pretty good. The back ramps do rotate down. Now the only issue that I really have with this trailer is that the diagonal brace there that is basically holding those ramps up in the up position. When you lower the ramps, which I'll just go ahead and do right here. When you lower those ramps, the braces don't disappear, they just stay there. Kind of wish they would go away. Look at the F1 menu, we don't have anything to get rid of them, we just have the fold and unfold. I kind of wish that they would go away, kind of when the ramps were down. Or at minimum, like fold down or something. But if that's the worst that I can come up with on the trailer, then that's pretty darn good. Let's see if we can make it up here. Yep. Up perfectly fine. So we still have a fair bit of compost to sell down at the Compost Master. We've probably got a good, well, we've got another load of bales to take down there. And we've got probably at least one tipper load of compost down there to truck off to the sell point. Also, so you know, we should be able to easily cover our losses or our expenses, if you will, as a result of our field purchase. Get rid of straps there. We do have a fair number of straps on this. Very nice. So let's just go ahead and look at it a little bit. American Bandit. Nice, nice looking wheels here. Kind of more of a road wheel. Leaf springs down there. $47,000. Pretty good. Not too shabby for our sheep. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and take this back to the farm. And they're calling for some rain, but it looks like it's going to hold off for a little bit. So let's see how much... let's see if we can't get some of this field planted down here. Field 16, which is the field just behind the house. See if we can't get that planted in corn before the rain comes. So we'll just pull on in here, and we'll just park this right here by our washer. And we'll come on up here to our Big Bud. And let's head on up to the field. See if we can't get started on this thing. I think what we'll do is we'll go up there to the corner and start making our passes down the hill. See, we still have our, I guess, it's hard to tell during the day which light there is lit up. I really can't tell if we still have the half light or if we have low fuel. Maybe somebody can tell me if that red low fuel light is on. Be able to definitely tell once the night comes. Right. Go ahead and get our gas fired up. Let's force over. Lock her in and let's rock and roll. Putting corn in the ground. First corn in the ground all season. You can see what our forecast looks like for the rest of spring. We've got 2 more days of rain and then 2 days of sun. So really can't get to our grass, work on our hay fields until probably day 14. We'll have to see. You know? So far it's been calling for rain all day, and if we look around here, skies are still pretty clear. So not really sure when the rain's going to come in. So it may be a case where we can actually get a fair decent amount of work done between rainstorms the next couple days, or it may be that the rain is kind of unpredictable and it just kind of flashes in, and it may just be best that we kind of wait until Thursday and Friday to mow and ted our hay. I plan on taking some of that down to the compost master. In fact, I plan on just taking everything from field 18 and 19 either straight to the compost master or straight to our hay loft here on the farm, and then at some point take it to the compost master. I plan on basically taking our yield off of field 10, and that's what's going to be our hay for our sheep and our cows. At least the first cut. We'll see how we do off of the first cut, and then that'll kind of govern what we need to do with respect to the second cut, which I expect to have toward the end of summer. Just have to kind of wait and see and play that out and see how we do, but I do expect to have a second cut by the end of summer. When we get up here to the end of the row, I'll go ahead and show you the menu or the layout, and show you where the growth is on all of those fields, and kind of walk through a couple thoughts that I have with respect to maybe what fields we're going to pick up. You know, we've almost got that 1.5 million that we need to pick up the big field. Definitely have the 1 million to pick up field 13. Or we might just try to pick up fields 1, 4, and 3. And then leave fields 13 and 9 left unpossessed by us. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We sold our wool at just over 5,000, and it didn't really drop that much. That is a pretty stout price. So we got fields 2, 14, and 17 are in their last growth state. Fields 1, 4, 13, 3, and 9, all the fields that we don't own, are also in the last growth state, as is field 5. I skipped that one. So, you know, I expect lots of these fields will come due for harvest very soon, and I'd like to go ahead and own them if I can, to reap the harvest and to double plant, put another crop in, so we can really rack in the money this year as we close out our time here on Midtown. Got 300 and some thousand liters of soybeans still in the bin. The best price for soybean sales seems to be somewhere early autumn, maybe. So It's kind of right before soybeans seem to be like they're ready to harvest. So if we can manage to hold on to those soybeans till then, we should rack in a several $100,000, probably at least three, if not $400,000, just in soybean sales. So really excited about that. That is for sure. Sheep have been reproducing quite well. We're up to 119 sheep. At this rate, we're getting a pallet of wool every other day, or a little earlier than every other day. We really have to be on our toes to keep that that pallet area free. Our cows are punching out a whole bunch of milk. It is everything that we can do to keep track of when we need to get that milk run, or multiple milk runs, to keep that milk fresh and not end up losing any of it. And take our forecast down and see. Well, let me look at it, because I didn't even look at the temperatures. So we steadily climb up to the upper 70s by Friday, which is the closeout of our spring. And then it looks like we continue to climb up. We're up into 91 degrees on Monday, the third day of early summer. So that is pretty good. That's pretty typical for U.S. East Coast temperatures, or U.S. temperatures, as far as I'm used to. I suspect we will do the other cornfield off camera. No need to do two cornfields on video. I will also deal with the rest of the compost off video. There's no real reason to deal with that either. We're just gonna close out here. We're gonna finish our planting. We're gonna jump in the truck and see if we can't buy some fields. See, this big field 17, this thing is gonna produce a ton of straw. At that point, we won't be needing much straw anywhere else from any other field on the map. Yeah, I just realized that I had lowered my game volume earlier when I was watching a video, and I never bumped it back up. There you go. You guys were probably watching the whole video hearing absolutely nothing as far as tractor sounds or anything. Apologize for that. I just realized it. Doing tell. Yeah, I wish I could put my hand there and cover up the lights and see which one was on. This is a really nice cedar, that's for sure. I'm glad that it was included on the farm when we bought the farm. It makes really quick work of any type of seeding that we need to do. They'll pretty much seed anything that we can plant other than poplar. And imagine if this thing could put poplar in the ground. Oh my gosh, I'd be planting poplar left and right, because poplar will regrow on the map. It's kind of a plant once and harvest many type of situation, as I'm sure I've said before. We'll check the skies once again. Still look fairly clear. I say I don't really know when the rain's going to roll in here, but so far it's held out, and that's a good thing. Allow us to get maybe one of these 2 fields done before the rain comes. Well, guys, it looks like the rain is about to come in. It has all of a sudden got awful dark and cloudy. See, the lights in the house have been turned on. Got just a little bit to go. Let's see if maybe we can manage to get this done before the rain hits. Gotta be careful not to whack our fence, or I will surely hear about it. Got some eagle eye watchers nowadays. They tell me about all my mix-ups. There we go. Look at that sneakiness. Slide right on down. We got maybe one more pass. Maybe a pass in a little bit. Let's see. Rain is going to have to start any time now. Let's see. Can we see what light's lit up now? I think it's the low light. I think it's low, so I guess we should probably fill this tractor up before we go and plant our next field. We don't want this thing obviously running out of fuel. And there's the rain. I think we can probably finish out the field before it gets too terrible wet. So we just got one pass here. We won't worry about this little bit over here off to the side. We'll just leave that be. So once we get this done, we're gonna, like I said, jump in our pickup truck and see if we can't go make a few land acquisitions. See how far we can stretch that mighty dollar. I don't know if we're going to, like I said, I don't know if we have enough to buy Field 9 now. We may not. We definitely have enough to get Field 13. If we pick up Field 13, we may or may not be able to pick up Fields 3 or 4. But we may have enough money to pick up Fields 1, 3, and 4. And that would leave us with a little bit of cash left maybe to keep in the bank. And then pick up Field 9 and 13 when we had an opportunity to. And did I hit the fence, guys? Ooh. Fold up. And let's get out of the field. So I think we should take the CUDA out for a little run. We haven't had her out for a while. It is a little bad weather. I usually don't want to take her out and it's bad weather, but I haven't had an opportunity to drive the Barracuda for a while. Oh, I'll hear about that. Well, I wanted to swing wide and not catch the cedar on the other fence post. All right. Let's run on over here to the Barracuda. Get her fired up. Alright, so let's go check out the field price of 9. See how it's looking. This thing wound up. Goes the train. The train just went by, so we will, yep. Barricades just went up. Alright. Dealer sign is right up here. Go ahead and check out what the price of this one is again. $1.3 million. So we can buy this puppy. This could be ours. Does it needs a fertilizing job done to it. I think if we're going to buy this one, we're going to fertilize it for the guy before we go and buy it. But he can pay us to fertilize his field, and then we can say, you know what? I think I'll just go ahead and buy that field off of you. Just blew through a stoplight. So the field 3 is up here. Up here. So this one's $290,000. Let's just say $300,000. Okay. Any traffic coming? Nope. Spun around here and turn on down this way. Motor on by field 2. There we go. So that other field was 300,000. This field is 353,000, so that's 650,000. And this field is 400,000. So that is just under $1 million. So we'll be able to buy all 3 of those fields and still have a couple $100,000 left. And we know that field 13 is right around $1 million. So I think what we'll do is we'll buy these 3 little fields and get that taken care of. Let's just check here and see what our fertilization states are for these. So that one's fully fertilized. These 2 need fertilizer on them. So let's see here. 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and fertilize up this field. Really don't like these challengers. I always have a problem with them because they just want to turn around too much. They don't want to work very good, in my opinion, with GPS auto turn because they just whip. They have a pretty good turning radius, that's for sure. So we're not really fertilizing this to lower the field price because we already have the best field price, or the best reputation with the farmer. But we are fertilizing this just to 1, so we don't have to fertilize it ourselves. 2, he's going to pay us money, and 3, when we're done, it'll be fully fertilized. We won't have to worry about it. And when spring or when summer comes, we'll be able to get what we need off the harvest. Now this field doesn't have isn't plowed, so let's look crooked here. This field does not have isn't plowed, so we won't get to the full 10% productivity bonus, but crooked. Have to do this by hand because we really can't see our GPS lines. It's too dark. So I'll be right back with you once we get both of these fields fertilized. Alright, well, we got that done, and both fields are now fully fertilized. So all 3 of these fields that we want to buy are fully fertilized, ready to go. So that one field. Other field. And let's run on back there to field 3 and pick it up. Oh, I left this thing running the whole time. We'll go the way we this is the way we didn't go last time. It kind of winds around here. Here's our welcome to Midtown map. And our welcome to Midtown sign. Going by the Dollar General. And we'll just pull on up here. And there we go. We are now the proud owners of fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. The only fields that we need to get now are fields 9 and 13. Anybody coming? Nope. So we're going to go ahead and drive on back to the house and call it a day. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please consider clicking the like button. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and punch that subscribe button. That way we can keep connected. And we'll do Let's Play videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on Midtown, USA. Do map videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And currently, we are still working through the last few videos of Churn Farm, which is our 24-day Let's Play series. So, encourage you to go check out the guys in my description. Got a new 3-dude member of the Media Network, Simulation for the Nation. His link is in my description, as are the other members of the 3 Dudes Media Network. I encourage you to go check out everybody that's in the network. They all have really great content. It's all fairly different and diverse, which is one of the greatest things about Farm Sim, is that you can have so many different ways of playing the map or playing the game, such that you could watch 3 or 4 different guys and they are all completely different. So, encourage you to go check them out. Until next time. Happy farming.